Welcome back to CARV Fitness. I have a friend here, Dakota. She's going to help us out with this recovery block. If you've watched any of the CARV yoga videos, she has been one of our coaches teaching yin yoga before. We love her to pieces. I'm so glad she's here to lead us through this recovery block. Dakota, take it over.
Awesome, welcome guys. We've got just 3 fun movements today. We're gonna do cat-cow, we're gonna land in child's pose, and then finish in our pigeon pose. So let's get started in our tabletop. Now I'm going to cue you through just kind of structuring your table. I want you to spread your fingers, press into your palm, feel the navel pulled to the spine. Maybe you untuck the toes, feel the pressure of the tops of your feet into the mat. And with breath, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, tailbone extends. Cat, as you exhale, press through the palms, tuck the chin, pulling the navel to the spine. Inhale, moving back through. Maybe your chin lifts a little taller, shoulders soften away. Exhale, tuck and round, press through the shoulders. Maybe gaze towards the top of your thighs. Inhale to lengthen. Really starting to cultivate your inner breath. Exhale, tuck and round. I'm gonna move through 2 more rounds. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Pushing the earth away. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Now find your neutral tabletop. We're going to walk the knees out just a little wider. Maybe you pull your toes in to touch. Start to walk your hips back, reaching your arms out in front of you. Landing your heart space towards the mat. And if you'd like an active child's pose, keep the fingers active, maybe even the palms lifting off the mat. If you'd really like to settle and rest down, resting the forehead to the mat, softening the elbows, landing in this space. Now as you breathe, feeling the side body expand. Maybe your back body rises. Just really being curious with your breath, how it's moving and expanding your body. If your forehead is resting on the mat, you can even find a gentle rock right to left. One more intentional round of breath here. Now with your next inhale, start to press into the shins, rising back into your neutral tabletop. We're going to come into pigeon pose, so walking your knees in. We're going to find our down dog for just a moment. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and then gently pull your right knee to meet your right wrist. The foot comes just to that left edge of your mat, setting your shin down, maybe lengthening that left leg long behind you. So finding your shape here. Your shin does not need to be parallel to the top of the mat. Really listening to your body, your joints, and what feels good. You can choose to stay lifted in kind of this active pigeon, or maybe you'd like to walk your hands out. Maybe you find your forearms. Maybe you can even turn the elbows out, making a little pillow for your forehead. And even if you get to a deeper place and it begins to feel a little too much, you can always back yourself out. Softening the upper body. Letting your inhales go to that space that's holding tension. Again, coming into the breath, seeing where your inhales can create some space. And if your exhales soften you any. Take just a few more rounds of breath here. exhale, noticing if your body is begin to release, maybe hold a little bit deeper. And then gently with your next inhale, slowly start to press into the palms. And if you feel like that back leg is a little long behind you, maybe you tuck the toes, walk the knee in. We're gonna come back into our three-legged. Press into the palms, right leg comes high. Maybe you bend the knee, get a little blood flow in that side. And then right foot will meet the left. Switching sides. Left knee comes to the left wrist, foot comes off the right edge. Really take your time, build your shape. There's no rush. You can always linger here longer. And then gently folding down if that's your preferred place. Now one little modification, if pigeon is ever just really a lot on that back side, you can always slip a bolster or block underneath that back thigh. Kind of help lift you a little, add some support. Again, as we are slowing down, becoming more aware of our thoughts, our breath. Notice if you can internalize just where that intense point is happening in your body. And then let your next few rounds of breath go right there. Taking a few more rounds of breath here. Taking in anything else you need for your day. And then finding your inhale. Slowly start to wake your way back up, pressing into the palms. Again, maybe that little tuck of your right toe, pull that right knee in. As we press into the palms, three-legged, left leg goes up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then left foot meets the right. Gently just drop your knees. Come to a seat. Thank you so much for joining.